Hello. So, this is a final boss fight live stream, but my name is not John. Weird that, isn't it? My name is Random Shern. You might have seen me as one of the mods, but I do have John with me here to keep an eye on me. Hi, John.
Hi.
And I also have the most crumpety guy around, Sean.
Hello.
And we're playing a bit of Sea of Thieves today. Just figured we'd give it a go, see what happens. And we're going to go and do some Order Assaults because I'm really irritatingly close now to getting the level 50. Not that I need it, Pirate Legend anyway, but you know, 49 and a bit is just...
Yeah, Pirate Legend, it's fine, just Pirate Legend.
It's alright for some, isn't it?
Well, you're going to need it as well. You'll get there one day, John, but we've got to go through these type of things.
Yeah. Otherwise we've got to just drag you into the Athena's Fortune stuff without you being a legend, and that's just mean.
That might be rude. John, I've never realised how ridiculously tiny your knees are before.
It's really annoying that there isn't like a better skirt for this.
A better knee option.
It's the most random thing.
Ridiculously tiny knees.
Right, you two stand next to each other.
Now you're making me feel really self-conscious about my knees.
Look at the difference. Look at the knee difference. I mean, I know that, you know, Sean's currently wearing trousers, but...
I'm sure my knees are still pretty... Let's take the trousers off.
I mean...
Weirdest start to a stream. I'm going well.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm just going to go mute the stream because...
I'm in my pants, see?
It sounds good so far.
Yeah, he's got chunky knees.
See? Chonk-tastic knees.
Well, I just have delicate lady knees, okay?
Yeah, but I think it's just accentuated by the fact that you've got like your shins and your calves are just like hench.
Are like built for a runner, and your knees
Yeah.
look like they'd just break under the tension of it. We're rocking the Nightshine Parrot today, but we've got the different figurehead on.
I was going to question why we've got like Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, it's the bird and the bear.
We have bear and bird.
So, you know, there's birds involved. It was close enough.
I mean, we could bear and bird up the ship a bit, but...
I mean, if you want to, you're more than welcome to. I can't. That would be Sean's job. But
I don't know if I have any more bear and bird. Let me double check
I can do full bear and bird. I have the full set.
What do I have of bear and bird?
Probably just the figurehead like I've got, unless you've
Yeah,
bought
I
any
don't
specifically.
think they've released much else. I mean,
So anyway.
obviously, bear and bird was one of the first like premium currency ship sets they released. So I think they possibly were like okay with the figurehead because that makes everyone want the rest of it.
Yeah, no, I just have I have both of the figureheads. So I have the bear and bird and the bear and bird.
Bear and bird with less featheriness. So we can go burp. Burp.
It's really satisfying just watching things change.
That's the wrong one. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Admittedly, I.
Getting jiggy
There
with
we
it.
go.
Ah, Skloop. We're all good. Nobody panic. It's only a Skloop. That looks so much better.
I
Yep,
mean,
that's a swoop.
the other thing is, I really wish there was slightly longer skirt options, really.
Yeah. Are we gonna put the emissary flag up now? Because we might pick up stuff on the way. Some shiny bits and bobs.
This is true, so yeah, we might as well do the flag now.
Oh, did not think I was gonna make that then.
I didn't.
Nice.
Hey, I'm still not used to using keyboard, okay? Leave me alone. Stop bullying me.
You can plug your controller in.
I was about to show my controller to my webcam and realise I'm not streaming it.
I don't particularly like Sea of Thieves on controller.
I'm used to it. Admittedly, I can see now that it is just so much more responsive.
Yeah, I've not played any like shooter games with a controller in so long that when it comes to needing to do like sniper shots or anything, I can't now. Oh, we're going southeast, by the way.
Okay.
That's a cannon.
That is a cannon.
That's not going to help at all.
It could.
What way are we facing?
Mid-attack.
Get a little bit of that further up. Do you think we should maybe explain to the stream why there's my face and not your face, John? Or should we just leave them guessing?
I think the stream will just enjoy it.
Get a different face.
It'll be forever a mystery as to why.
It'll be the only time my face appears on Sea of Thieves on Final Boss Fight, but hey.
I mean, don't say that just yet. You know, never say never.
Yeah. We'll see. It's unlikely. Because in theory I'm backup to the backup?
We're basically... For people who do want the answer, rather than just vaguely mysterious, enjoy Sean's face while you can, we're testing to check that Sean can stream in the event that something incapacitates myself and Jeff's streaming capabilities, and we still want to put a stream out but are unable to actually stream. I mean, I guess... in the possibility would be then that we can play but not stream, maybe?
Yeah, we're about to, hit a landmass and a skloop. So
any particular
left.
preferred direction?
Yeah, left. What
Heavy
flag are you
left.
feeling?
Have we got one that matches the colours of the boat? Sort of.
I mean, I've got
red,
bear and bird
blue,
flag.
yellow. Yeah. Let's do that.
Bear and bird flag. Oop.
Heading back to southeast heading.
This group seems to be ignoring us for now. Though may have just jinxed it.
I think he's just turning.
I've got cannonballs and wooden planks anyway.
I got cannonballs and something far more important. Flame bottles!
Yeah. I think whoever's driving that thing is drunk because they're just going in circles.
They do tend to sometimes get a little bit confused. And they'll just like spin around or just like sit still for like half an hour.
Yeah, no, he's just going in circles.
Fun.
It's not even impressive donuts, it's just spinning on the spot, really. So everything's sounding good on the stream then, John?
Yeah, everything sounded fine.
Cool.
It's the slight problem with being on the stream, trying to listen to it, and being in the Discord and trying to be able to react to the Discord is that you then have to try and listen to what's being said about 15 seconds ago.
Yeah. I'm slowly getting used to... Oh, apparently we're turning right. Sean's got the blinker going.
I'm just playing with it. I'm just playing with the things. Don't turn. What's that?
Well, we've told everybody else on the seas that we're turning now. We can't just not
I don't
turn.
care.
We'll fail our boat
pirates.
driving test, Sean.
Hang on. We're pirates, damn it!
Oh. So we are.
Shakes fist to sky. You got rocks coming up ahead and a left would be a slow left would be preferable.
Yeah, it's
Slowly left. Little bit
Yeah,
of left.
that'll do.
Straightening back out again.
Shall we stop here and see what there is?
We can if you want.
Or shall I just fire myself out and boop some
Or you
stuff?
can fire yourself.
Yeah,
I think
fire
we're going a bit.
yourself into-
I think we're going a bit too fast to really pull in there now. So
Smash up the anchor.
I think we could have smashed the anchor, but
I do think it would be really funny if you're going full speed with the wind and you put the anchor down, it just tears it off.
then you can't stop until you go and get repaired or something.
Yeah. Just like, it would be one of those like absolute troll things to maybe put in for like April Fools.
Did you
just to really screw with people.
Well, just have ridiculously flimsy ships, so if anyone tries to harpoon turn, the harpoon gets torn off.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I mean, it just reminds me of that Nerd Cubed flight sim video where he just tore the wings off the plane.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
I think,
He did a couple of like wiggling the plane up and down, and he could see like the wind shear tugging on the wings,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then just all of a sudden the wings just both went off the
Nope.
plane, and he made a noise that is unrepeatable unless it has literally just happened to you.
Amazing.
To the point where I watched the start of his recent like this year's flight sim 2020, or is it 2021 flight sim video,
Yeah.
and he tried to repeat the noise and was just like, yeah, no, I can't, like it has to have just happened. How are we doing on heading, Sean?
we want to be heading now southwest. We've kind of overshot.
Whoopsie. But he was saying that while the wind shear can still tear your wings off in the latest flight sim, it just goes to black.
Oh, okay.
That's no fun.
That's real boring.
Whereas this one, it just tore the wings off his plane and he crashed into the ground.
Okay. I have seen, my brother was playing Kerbal Space Program.
Okay.
And he hadn't put enough of like the tension lines to the wings of something he was making, so they were just flicking about all over the place on takeoff.
Right.
I see Kerbal Space Program in the sale all the time and think I should get that.
It is fun. It's just that you actually to make a successful ship, you need to know what you're doing.
You need to be like a flight.
Yeah,
engineer.
I think it took my brother like watching a lot of tutorials and things to be able to know enough of what he was doing.
Okay, so
I got into orbit once. That's as far as I got.
He got up to doing sort of long space missions.
We want to be heading right around this island. This is the island we want. But
I'm on my way back. There were no skulls of interest.
well, that is the poopiest of dudes.
It is, yeah.
So it's slightly weird in here now because I've tidied up the office a bit today. And one of the things that I've moved is the Warhammer.
Yeah.
And so now it's directly behind my screen, and I just keep looking over the top of my screen to see the Warhammer poking out. And I've literally not noticed that it's there until we've started this stream.
Oh, okay.
And now I just keep seeing it there.
And now it
Is it-
haunts you.
It used to be in... I'm saying this and pointing like you can see, but it used to be on that side of the room, on the right-hand side of the room.
Yeah.
and I sort of just moved it because I needed to get into a cupboard at that corner to put some board games away,
Yeah.
and now it's just there.
No,
I keep
it just,
thinking that it's
just stares at you.
it's something that I should really get in the background of one of the Monday morning meetings.
Yeah. I mean, I need to, change this around behind me, my weapon wall. Because there's a big huntress axe up just off the top of the screen. There's the hatchet above my head, and the tiger lily, she's got an axe that splits into two, which that one doesn't. I'm not quite that good at making weapons just yet. But yeah, I need to just give it a bit of a rearrange so that, I can just sit with a bloodied axe behind me in the rare occasions that I do stream again.
Well, I mean, I've obviously got Gunther's greatsword behind me. I really need to do more because I've also got the Master Sword and the katana from Heroes.
Yeah.
And just my other katana.
Casual katana.
Which I think is possibly technically not actually a katana, but maybe like something along the lines of a wakizashi.
No idea what
Basically
what the difference
a smaller
would be.
katana.
Oh, okay. Shall I hop off and go and buy some missions?
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't know like the actual technical sizes, but like a katana is sort of a hand and a half sword. Sort of the sword that you can wield with one or two hands. Whereas the wakizashi was sort of the offhand weapon.
Oh, okay.
And then I also have Ezio's sword from Assassin's Creed.
I really want his hidden blades.
Yeah, I had a few of those. I actually used Ezio's bracer as one of the bracers I painted up for a cosplay one time.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Because I just I needed a bracer and I had it.
Might have gone under the boat a bit.
Yeah, you did. I saw.
Got a bit overexcited.
So
I'm gonna need a voting knife.
where to?
Ooh, hello. That's a big
Ooh,
set.
boy.
Ooh.
That's a lot of them.
That was a good purchase.
That is a lot.
Where are
the
these all?
Forsaken Brink, Magma's Tide,
Devil's
Good.
Thirst. Flintlock
Peninsula. Fetcher's Rest. Curse
Water.
Waterfalls. And Ashen Reaches.
Are people marking this on the map?
Nope. We were all looking at the maps. So Flintlock Peninsula was one of them.
Curse
We've
Water
literally
Shores.
just passed that.
First Water Shores. Fetcher's Rest was another.
Ashen
Forsaken.
Reaches,
Ashen Reaches.
Oh, Magma's Tide.
Magma's
was
Tide.
one.
Devil's Thirst.
Devil's Thirst, Ashen Reaches.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on there. Is that right?
7. Yep.
Okay, so are we going...
So do we go back up and then back round, or do we...
Top to bottom or bottom to top or...
If we go straight to Ashen Reaches, then we can come back up through to Magma's Tide, back across to Morrow's, and then up.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Or we go up to Fetcher's Rest and do that line down.
Yeah, we can either do it. We can do it.
Wait,
Either way, really.
is Morrow's Peak just marked on there as a...
Yeah, that's just where we are.
Yeah.
Where's the other one?
have we got the Forsaken Brink?
Forsaken
Nope.
Brink.
That's just behind us. Oh, should we go and do that one first, and we'll do the north set first?
That makes more sense, yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokes. So that is pretty much exactly behind us to the northwest.
We've already got the sails up, so that.
Just turning the ship.
Just keep turning, turning, turning. What do we do?
A lot more singing when Sean's the streamer.
Yeah, I think it's because I normally mute myself while I sing.
Well, you know, there was plenty of singing last time. So,
This is true. We did do a lot. We did do a fair amount of the lag songs.
Yeah, we were trying to think of many lag songs.
I still maintain at some point we're going to need an FBF does Sea of Thieves compilation. So it's that little bit of land in front of us, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yep.
Any particular side we want to approach it from, or is that
It's
it too small?
Dang small. We're going to need to head up northeast. So maybe if you want to approach it slightly from the left and turn to the right to park up. Other than that,
There is a sloop to our west.
Oh, a long way off.
It's a proper sloop, but it's a sloop nonetheless.
I'm being really bad at properly clicking buttons today, so I like go and put the spyglass up to my eye and it like bashes myself in the face with it, puts it back down and then puts it up again. Yeah, this is tiny.
I think
Tiny.
probably the right hand side is probably the better one because it looks like the left hand side is just rock.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come up and we'll go round to that side.
Trying really hard not to move too much on my chair, but it is not working. I'm sorry for squeaky chair peeps. Only a little bit sorry. Like I keep saying though, at some point this chair is going to throw me on the floor. And it would be quite spectacular if it was today on webcam.
That would be impressive. It would be upsetting, but it would also be a great clip.
I mean, you say upsetting, John. I say fucking hilarious. But
I mean, as long as it didn't hurt, I'd find it absolutely hilarious as well. So you know.
Yeah, there's that. As long as it doesn't hurt, everybody's fine.
So you suddenly just get a webcam of my ankles. Just gone straight over backwards.
But it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye. Then it's hilarious.
It's just that very anime shot of just like 1 second, like the head in the chair, the next second the feet.
We did have a guy at school do that once, except as he was falling off the chair, he also had like grabbed the table to try and stop him from sliding, so he'd slid the table up to the wall and then there were just feet out like the other side of the table. And he'd essentially managed to... It was like the old school chairs with the metal legs and the plastic.
Right, yeah.
And he had broken them apart. So the legs were still sat in place. But the chair base was on the floor on its back. But it made it very hard to concentrate after that for the rest of the lesson, funnily enough. Is that a rowboat? Is that a fresh rowboat? Or is that... Oh, I can see a skelly. Shall we anchor here?
Yeah, I think this is a good place to anchor.
What island's this?
Teeny tiny little poopy island.
Forsaken Brink.
Forsaken Brink.
I just got the commendation for finding it.
Forsaken Brink, we got Shadowy Boys and Leafy Boys. Well, those are the
There we
ones
go.
that you get.
I've fixed it. I should be able to push that into the water from there now. Right. Where are we going? Oh, hello.
I mean, there's really not a lot of this place for them to hide in.
God damn it.
Well, these look to be Shadow Boys, who have picked daytime to attack us, which is not their brightest move.
Oh no, that volcano
Oh,
over
dear.
there is going. This is the problem with the raw.
Ow.
We're not in the like ash shower bit, so I don't know whether that means we're safe or not, but
That's why I'm just going to pull around the other side of this, not actually go anywhere. Just...
yeah, sails are all up. Oh no, you've got a little one on the back sail.
Come on, door. Let me through the door.
Say when on anchor. Did you die, John?
2 of the pirate captains spawned just as you ran off, so I was trying to kill
Okay.
them both. And I got one of them, but the other one had about 3 gunmen with him.
Anchor, yeah?
Yeah.
Yoink.
Girly boys!
Poor dude.
Next.
Is that all of them here? No, there are more, aren't there?
Nice boys. There's 4. I think we got 4 on nearly every island.
Ooh. Fancy.
You!
Oh, that was a named one.
Yeah, Zoe
Yep.
Banshee.
And last one should be another shadowy boy. Well, these
Gold.
guys are gold.
You got your fire bombs on you?
I do. The firebombs.
Fire bombs away.
Come on.
Oh, that was just throwing water in my own face. Damn it.
Ow. Threw water at John. Eh. He just doesn't want to be watered.
It was shaking my camera when I hit him with my sword.
Oh. Weird.
Well, that was a really unfortunate place. Explosive guy.
No, no, no.
Explosive guy.
Yeah, I got boomed.
Did you both get boomed?
No.
I got boomed. Literally, I got.
Bye,
I
John.
saw the skinny dude. Oof. I saw the skinny dude
Got
literally as he walked into a geyser.
Gonna chuck that on the boat and get the boat round. Do you wanna row the boat or shall I?
You can row the boat. I'll.
So if you wanna take the other ones back to the ship.
Right. I need to find a way of getting to the water without being blasted into the air because I have no help.
Before you row the boat, oh, you already go. Ah!
I mean, I'm around the edge of the island, so I'm not really going all that far. What have you
You can
found?
also take this one,
Yeah?
just because
I've
then there's
taken-
2 left.
I've taken one of the skulls.
There's nothing else on this island to pick up, is there?
I'll check the
believe so.
barrels. The barrels are empty.
Okay, you swim that one back. I'll row these two.
Okay. But yeah, just as I saw the explosive barrel guy popping out, I also saw a shadow guy literally trying to climb out of a geyser.
Do they get rocketed when they do that?
No, they just get a lot of damage.
Oh, okay.
He just died. Straight up, like...
Stop
Let's
making me sit in the rowboat.
regular skeletons, as soon as they touch the geysers, they die immediately.
Like, he hadn't even made it out of the ground yet.
The captains and stuff, they can sometimes take about 2 or 3 blasts, but
Okay.
they will die quick.
That's fair. What did this rowboat come with? Got any noms for me? No noms. Got a
So,
grog ball though.
were we hitting the north ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we head northeast, we've got a Flintlock Peninsula.
Okay.
And fire bombs in the barrel. Who put...
Right. And go.
Are we? Nope.
Turning us the whole way around to get us, because you said northeast.
Yeah.
Nana? John, I've got a phone call for you.
Oh. Hello? Yes, no, this is he.
Slightly annoyed with myself that I've never done that earlier. But, you know. Is that stopped having a hissy fit now? Yeah, it is good.
Just.
It's good timing, because that is our northeast. Not going to trust myself trying to... Can I get through that gap?
Through what gap?
To the just to the left of the volcano. I'm gonna
Possibly,
go round.
but it'll be an exceptionally tight fit.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, hey John, you can see my water bottle now.
Oh, yeah.
It's sparkly. Oh, it's
It
sparkly.
is shiny. Is it a
Yeah.
blue?
Yeah, it's like kind of holographic-y blue.
Ooh.
It's shiny, you say?
In the hope that maybe it will help me stay hydrated. The reality being probably not.
Is it like a treasure from a sunken pirate wreck?
It might
Scrub the
be.
deck and make it all shiny.
It's also one I don't have to tip, which is quite nice because it's got the straw that goes into the bottom.
Oh, nice. I just have, I don't really have any water bottles except for the one I got from a loot crate.
What's our heading? Slightly more east to the northeast?
Slightly more east, yeah. We're now heading toward it.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokes.
It's right in front of us.
That big horrible thing there.
What side? Thought I had a Meg then. I didn't. There was just like a one cello note.
Well,
The right hand side?
there appears to be no real good side.
Is there a least bad side?
sides.
Is there a least bad side?
I mean, technically, northern shore, probably?
Northern
it-
shore.
The northern... Technically speaking, the northern shore of the eastern island.
Okay, so go around the island to the backside from where we are.
Yeah, it's kind of like technically the northeast, but it's like the only side that's really got like a beat.
So
Okay.
this is one of the few that we've actually got one person to find.
Okay. John, it might
It's-
be worth hanging on the
Ooh.
front and seeing if you can spot them. Oh, shiny!
There's a shiny.
Should we just
Make
stop
note of the
here?
shiny. We could stop here.
Yeah, let's stop here.
Anchor.
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 We are looking for Planty Jessica Bonebreaker.
Planty.
I have a gem.
I got a storage
Ooh.
crate.
Oh no. Oh. Ankles. Bad ankles. Do geysers spawn in caves?
No.
That's good, because can you imagine them absolutely mashing you into the roof? Just suddenly had the thought that that would be a really comical kind of screw you type moment, you know?
I had an entire load of these things spawn in a cave. I was just constantly trying to lure them outside to get destroyed by the bloody geysers, and they just wouldn't come out.
Do you think they had like an invisible wall kind of deal?
I don't think so. I think they just couldn't. I think it's possibly the AI couldn't quite get a path out of the cave.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like they kept getting stuck on rocks that were along the side and stuff.
So my game is not doing the sparkly thing for everything that we find. It's really intermittent. So I just spotted this box, which is a fruit crate, and oh, I found the leafy fellows.
You found the floofy fellows.
The leafy fellows.
The floofy fellows. Okay.
Yeah, it's not doing the sparkly star for stuff.
How much SKO?
Banana.
Oh yeah, probably do with that.
I think Sean and I just clashed swords through a skeleton.
I'm okay with that as long as the skeleton didn't make it beyond.
I'm on my way.
So, they're popping up over here. Oh, Goldie boys.
You were not advertised.
I've got a firebomb. Hold tight.
That's throwables.
If you're on keyboard, C is the shortcut. Throwables.
Yeah.
Planty boys.
Planty boys. They didn't last long.
More
Oh.
Planty boys.
Some didn't last.
It's quite fun just watching them get exploded to geysers, really, isn't it?
Nope. Here he comes.
This island is throwing an absolutely massive hissy fit.
Ow.
Jessica Bonebreaker.
Dead.
Would you mind?
Hi.
Where did I leave the fruit crate? Here it is.
Where did we leave the boat?
John, you've got your storage crate, yeah? And Sean's got
I
the
left
skull.
it over by your fruit crate.
It came further in than that. Here, yeah. On me.
Where are you?
To your left. Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Oh no. Natty.
No. Bad skeletons.
No, bugger off, skeletons. No!
Our ship's over there somewhere, right?
Yes. I'm being chased by a keg. Skelly.
Not a keg.
Screw you, you cake skelly bastard!
Oh, there's a red merm there. Underwater.
A red merm
A red merm.
underwater
They sing
at
to
this
me.
time of evening.
It calls me. Calls me to the ocean depths.
Do you know how far you'll go? Ow, ow.
Not quite that far.
Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again.
I hadn't made that link, but now I'm not going to be able to unmake that link.
You're welcome.
Underground, overground, wombling free. The wombles of Wimbledon calling our way.
I'm sure I've heard someone say Colin, are we?
Well, they're wrong.
I know, but I quite like the idea. Are we going back to kill the merm?
We could do.
I need some food first.
Oh, I would need food again. Let's just go for full-on coconuts.
I have no idea what's in here, by the way.
This has got a good amount of food in it. It's 49 of 50 fruit, so we're pretty easy to sell it. It's got planks in it, John.
It's planks. I bought back a box of planks.
We might need it. We're in the raw.
I just picked up a plank. I don't know why I did this.
Just in case.
Okay, let's head back to the merm.
Merm.
The merm.
Can
I
someone...
always thought that
No. Alright.
on a side tangent-ish, related to what we were just saying, I always thought that the Team Rocket intro would be a brilliant way to get like the FBF crew on stage for a panel one time.
Yeah. It is a particularly drowny merm.
That is a drowning merm.
So start on the surface before we swim down to kill it. Are we ready, peeps?
No.
And dive.
There we go.
There we go.
Commendation unlocked. Ruby Cursebreaker.
Ooh.
Nice.
Cursebreaker title unlocked. Food to be knocked.
I love how
Yeah.
the light shines on these. So pretty.
Oh, that. Did I finish eating that? No.
Possibly not. Like, they did a really good job of making these gems shiny.
Yeah. Yeah, either do that or one of the other entrances I've thought would be quite kind of cool would be to do the Imperial March.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, we're getting
island's
rumblies.
having a wobbly.
It's
Sprint
getting
back to the
angry.
boat.
I'm trying.
Make preparations.
I'm trying.
See, whenever I find the rumbles on islands, I can't help but think of llamas and hats.
I had the rumblies in my tumbly, but only the hands could satisfy.
Exactly.
Like,
I don't know where we're going just yet, but away from this island is what we need.
are you on the boat?
Yep.
Anywhere but here.
Good, because the sails are up. So
Mhm. I would have shouted if not. Go, go, go! It's not smoking, but I feel like it will shortly.
it's going to.
So the next one is northeast.
You'll also notice I have a drink on either side of me. I don't know
very
why.
prepared. Are they both the same?
Oh yeah, they're both water. So where we going? What was the happenings?
So the next one we're heading to is
Cursewater.
Cursewater Shores.
Okay. Does it have a good side? It's a donut. All of its sides are good.
Pretty much all of it.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe not the east northeast side might be a bit rocky,
But we are approaching it from the other one.
we are. Yeah, I think that island was just throwing a hissy fit, but didn't really.
Didn't follow through.
Yeah. Is this our brake light? Oh no, that's
shout,
our
no trousers.
hazards.
Now you have to flick them all for hazards.
Yeah. Oh, there's the little donut. Speaking of which, I really want donuts.
Dang it. Now I want donuts.
Is there ever a time that you truly don't want donuts?
When you've had lots of donuts.
I mean, I can think of times when...
I'm not buying it. I'm fairly sure that I could.
Well, I was watching like one of the like a clip thing of Richard
So,
Ayoade's
was that-
Travel Man,
Yeah.
and there was one bit where he's like they were doing this 5D tour of some city. I can't remember which one it was.
What's throwing a wobbly? Something's having a wobbly.
Something's having a wobbly.
Is that island having a wobbly?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is, but I don't think it can erupt. I think it's just geysers.
No, it's too small to erupt.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was. They did this 5G thing, not 5G, 5D, like experience where you like a dragon flying over over the city they were in, and Richard Ayoade gets very travel sick.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Well, you got a friend.
I didn't refill my ammo. Also, I would really quite like to have a pistol.
I need some food. I've already got food. That's alright then. I don't need it.
So apparently I killed the skeleton.
I can't remember what I was saying now.
Richard
Something about-
Ayoade got really travel
Oh, the
sick.
Travel Man thing. Yeah. And he told this story about how he once ate like 7 like prawn sandwiches in a row,
Ooh.
and he was like, after that, I couldn't go near prawns for like 10 years.
Mm.
It was
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
that.
That's
It was
a
just
lot of
that.
prawn sandwiches in a row.
But it's like his excuse was it was like a buffet, and they had like
Okay.
these open top prawn sandwiches, and by the 5th one, he already knew it was a mistake, but he felt like he needed to keep going.
Yeah. It's like, well, I'm already in this far, so.
I've already got them on my plate. I can't, and with it being him, it's like he's already got them on the plate. He can't possibly put them back.
Yeah, the anxiety potentially won't allow it. I noticed there's a keggy boy there somewhere.
Not anymore.
Why thank you?
He's after me anyway.
Used to really enjoy.
Oh!
Whoa!
Ow.
Can someone clip that, please? Because that was just John flying off of my screen.
I will, but I'll die doing it. So
No, I'll keep you alive. It's all good.
I
mean-
don't know how to capture like a little bit on PC version.
it's
You might
usually...
want to get them out of the water. They keep healing so long as they're in the water.
Yeah, but I'm trying to protect John. Oh, way up. I'm gonna die. Oh no, I'm alive.
Whee!
Shoved a coconut in my face.
It's alright, the guy, the skelly we were after decided to...
Whoa!
Be
I
gone,
mean, I can't
thought.
get that bit as well. I probably could, but...
Yeah, not in the same one, you couldn't.
Oh, this will helpful.
Clip is clip-edged.
Yeah!
Found a chest.
Looks like Team Rocket is blasting off again.
These are fiery ones.
Ah! Death from above.
Ah! Right, that's my fault. Ah! Right, I found a treasure chest, so there might be some room to carry these things in.
Oh!
I'm kind of
Ow.
carting them over to the...
Yeah, there's enough room for
Ooh.
2 in here. Where are they all? There's one over there.
Some are by the boat, there's like a pile over there. The other ones...
I found another one.
Oh, hello.
We've got two in this chest, and then we got 2 in this chest. And
No, fudge.
we got 2 in this chest and 2 on the beach.
Ow.
Can't help
I'm
but
getting
feel
off
this is what popcorn feels like as it's, you know, popping. Just getting smashed about by other pieces that are getting popped as well. You know?
Really need some food.
Coconut?
I've got.
Thank you.
No.
I'll bring the jam.
Actually.
Shove the fucking remnant in there and shove another skull in this chest.
Yeah, not a bad shout.
Then we can just
Okay.
grab it and sell and come to it.
Where to next?
The next one is to the northwest.
Northwest.
Fletcher's
West
Rise.
northwest.
Fletcher's Rise. Yeah, that.
Rest.
Fetcher's Rest, sorry.
Cold, my legs. Just stretch my leg out.
No, that's canon.
Seems to be a theme of today's stream. Nope, that's a cannon.
I was here.
I was also involved.
So is it that island ahead of us, sort of coming up to now?
It's pretty much straight ahead now.
Yeah.
Big boy with a big old fucking volcano on it. A big
A
old
volcano?
Okay.
Big old fucking volcano.
Fair.
I
Fucking
also thought
volcano.
about doing returning to panel intros.
Mhm.
I thought Greatest Showman
Yeah, that would be
would
cool.
be an interesting one.
Mm. I assume the right-hand side of this island is probably better. Looks like it's the less volcano-y side.
That is correct.
Okay.
The only problem I have with that one is there's a lot of intro to the song before you get to the bit that I'd want to use, which is the just have it cut out when he says "this is," and then just go into the FBF panel. Hello.
Yeah.
There's an awful
How
lot
you
of
could do
build
that.
up to it.
Mm.
I'm giving away all the secrets of things that we're going to do at Comic-Cons now, though.
Well,
so you know.
secrets or like, you know, ahead of time if you're a fan of the final boss fight and what we do. Really, it's more like you get the early access stuff, you know? Like what Patreons pay for. That's the kind of thing that people do for that sort of stuff, isn't it? Early access.
Yeah, we're not on Patreon anymore.
No, but it's that kind of thing, isn't
I
it?
should actually take that out of the chat bot.
Probably. This island feels far further than I expected, but I think it's because we were sailing without the front sail down.
Technically, we could be on Patreon again,
But
we aren't at the moment.
Need more water.
What I'm learning is I should have water at my desk.
yeah,
Well, I've got a 1.8 litre thermos flask full of the stuff.
that's a chunky flask.
Well, I was just trying to think, because especially when it got stupidly warm, like weeks ago, and then obviously more recently as well, every time I was bringing a bottle of water up, it was just immediately getting warm.
I thought you were going to say it was just immediately evaporating. Can you
It's like-
imagine if it was that
like-
hot?
But it might as well have been, because it was like literally, I can't drink warm water. I hate it. So literally, I was bringing a big 2 litre bottle of water up just for me to
poop.
drink like I don't know.
We has the wobbles.
We do has the wobbles.
Shall I go and investigate the island?
Can do, yeah. Might be worth just
think
sword
I saw-
dashing off the back.
I think I saw a red glowy on said island.
Ow.
I wasn't sure whether it was red or orange, like the casket.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a key or whether it's a
Um,
ruby.
we're gonna need to be a little bit further away, aren't we?
Yeah, but obviously it may not erupt
Yeah.
like the last one didn't.
Oh boy.
See John's name flying about.
Found an ammo crate.
Okay. Is it still wobbling over there, John?
It seems to have settled.
Okay.
The volcano isn't smoking.
Isn't shifting out smoke.
Smoking.
Watched that the other week.
Watched what?
I've been tempted to watch it, but
Mask.
Yeah, that's where it comes from. My brain
But
loses those kind of links all the time.
I'm tempted to watch it because I know it's on Netflix at the moment. But it's like
Yeah.
I don't know if I watch it, it might be, oh my god, this is actually shit.
What the hell am I doing with my life?
Because like, I've had a couple of things like that. It's like where I've like watched things that were quite old, and you're like, my god, I didn't realize it was quite so crap.
It stands up pretty well.
Well, I might give it a go.
I was saying to my mum about it. It's like a lot of the reason it stands up so well is that they didn't need to do a lot of special effects because Jim Carrey is just made of rubber.
Yeah.
He is.
Should we anchor here?
We could do
Yeah, may as well.
a little old anchor. Let's treat ourselves a little bit anchor.
Getting some extra turd in so that we can. There we go. That was a red. Is that a red shiny, John?
I've got a red shiny thing here. It's a brimstone casket, and I've also got a crate of precious gemstones, and the aforementioned ammo crate.
I'll get the rowboat over if you guys want to start hunting down
I'm just piling these things up on the beach.
Ooh.
John, did you see the entire island disappear on stream then?
No, I didn't. Let me see if it's happened.
Because it looked like all the rocks that were in front of me just, like, completely went away.
I can't say I saw that, but it may have not been something I was looking at.
Weird.
No, because my mum and I were talking about, like, what would the mask be like if they made it today?
Full of special effects, just like nothing.
And I pointed out that that was the exact problem with the Son of Mask film. Is they could do all the special, like, they could do everything with CGI.
But it just
so they
loses
did.
something.
I mean, also going back and watching The Mask again now, because obviously, you know, it was a film I watched much younger. You sort of see all of the... another storage crate. This one's full of food.
God damn it. Cannonballs
sort of-
for days.
Pick up on a number of references to how shitty Edge City actually is.
Okay.
Oh, another storage crate.
Storage crates coming out your ears.
Sean, over here. To your... this way.
I'm looking for skellybobs.
The Skelly Boys before the entire island explodes.
Yeah. I'm feeling the time pressure.
That is kind of what happens on the Devil's Roar Islands. It's like I've got to get everything done. I've got to get it all done.
How am I going to survive? Oh god.
Oh, I've got no sign of it. But God.
Yeah, I'm not
This
seeing
was
anything.
definitely a place we needed, right?
Yeah.
What are we looking for here? Where are we?
Virtue's Rest.
Virtue's Rest.
We're looking for
Ooh,
climb
ooh,
up
ooh.
install.
I just found two guys. 3 guys. Yeah.
It looks to be Leafy Boys.
Porter is a lady.
These ones are darkness ones so far. Oh, I got no food with me. Dang it.
Hi-ya!
I'm doof. Hey John, you know that storage box?
Ow. I'd put them both down together.
I'm just running along the beach to find food.
Okay, I didn't need a blunder
Oh,
bomb.
good, I died. Just gonna offer my soul. The eerie silence of the Ferry of the Damned. I kind of wish that there was other stuff you could see off of the side of the ship.
What, from the Ferry of the Damned?
Yeah. Like, you know, maybe some other ships hanging around, or... I don't know. Something. Or like that there was an obstacle course here that you could faff about on, or... something.
I see a named person.
Yep.
There was a
I
named
don't see them
person.
anymore. They kind of died.
Death happened.
Literally, they
We had-
appeared, they leered at us, they disappeared into a geyser.
They died. We had very little to do with this.
We just kind of watched.
Shall I row the rowboat round
Ooh.
there, or is that our only...
Chest.
Yeah. That's the only thing we had to kill here.
Yeah, that's the only dude we had here.
Okay, so where were those 2 storage boxes?
I'll be...
Don't worry, Sean. I'll save you.
My hero!
It was nothing but the right place at the right time.
Let him go. It's Cloud Town.
So apparently
somewhere around here.
I hopped my way into a tree. I was running around over
There.
here. Ah, here. See, I've not got any sparklies on those. Oh, hello.
Bye, Sean.
Yeah, there's nothing shiny on them, but that bottle there is. I'm confused.
I am confused and saddened and just like
Only slightly angry.
just full on
a bit.
bummed out. Just
So is that everything? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Do. I like how Sean's crotch just comes into view every time I roam.
Yep. Crotch. Behold the crotch of legends.
Just because the character leans far enough back, it's like, huh? Ta-da!
Where the Let me grab the thing.
No.
So this is the furthest north we need to go.
Yeah, so now it's a butt ton of south we require, yeah?
So if we basically go straight south, we hit Morrow's Peak. We can sell off the stuff we've got and then hit all the southern islands.
Can anyone else get this skull?
Well, let me get this chest.
There
out.
we go.
Yeah, I got it. He's
So
now
which way I went, it would not do.
he's now in bed with all of his friends. They're having a party. How did you get down there? Get
Yeah.
on the bed.
How did I fall off the back of the ship?
Magic.
Oh, stupid magic.
Bye, John.
There we go.
I jumped into the rowboat and then I fell in just the water.
That was glorious.
Anchor.
To the
To the south.
south.
Southeast, southwest.
South.
Pretty much straight south.
Okay. Yoink.
Right towards that active volcano.
We can skirt past it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, like, how much do you actually remember of the location for where the masked film is set, Sean?
A shithole, from what I remember.
I thought you were going to ask me that. I was ready to be like, John, come on now.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
Or like a shitty kind of New York, but like Manhattan, but infinitely worse.
Yeah. Basically, it really feckin' is. It's, like, they have the thing of,
Oh, Meg.
they
Meg.
meet up.
God damn it, Meg.
They meet up in Landfill Park, which is a park that used to be a
And Phil.
landfill dump.
Oh.
No, not climb into the cannon. Put the cannonball in the cannon.
I'm crossing
Yeah,
us.
the wee greeny boy.
Oh, but what? Did that? Did that chomp
You know,
through
well,
my face?
He kind of swam straight at us and then did like a full 90-degree turn and fucked off.
Did the stream get teeth around the edge of their screen?
Let me have a look at the clipping.
Because that was like... I think it tried to bite me.
Bite me. Ooh, shiny, shiny, shiny. Missed it.
Anchor!
Nope. I think that's a
Yeah.
yeah.
There's also a storage box there. Was that teeth?
It kind of not so much teeth as gums.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, it was a skull inside a barrel.
Oh. I mean, that's one way to hide it places. Oh, my room smells nice and minty. What? What?
It's empty.
No,
Yeah.
it's got a skull in it, see?
Hence my what? It's just rude.
Fill it full of skulls.
Nah.
Right, full of them. Full of them fucking skulls.
The shiny ones or the normal ones?
It's all the fucking skulls. It's all of them.
Okay.
Like a fucking skull. Like a fucking skull party.
That sword dash went better than I thought it was going to. Okay. Let us go.
Oh,
Up and over there, John.
I fell in the hole. Just gonna turn the fan off.
We're getting chilly.
Ugh. Island straight ahead. Right side.
Yeah, just a little bit chilly. It's kind of been a bit stuffy in here, so getting the air moving's been good, but
Yeah.
now we're at the point where it's chilly.
Ding 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 ding. It's my birthday. No.
No.
So we're dropping in at Morrow's to sell, or are we keeping hold of it until the end?
Up to you guys. I prefer selling some of this because we've got an awful lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do we head quickly left first and raid that shipwreck?
That sounds like a thing we can do.
I kind of say, shall we? I'd already started
as we're
turning.
doing it. Well, that was an interesting notification to get from Twitter.
What notification would that be?
One of the people I'm following just tweeting, "Boobies are going to save the damn world."
I mean, they're not wrong. Who posted that?
Meg Turney.
God damn it, Meg.
Not a name that I recognise.
She's a cosplayer from America.
Oh, okay.
She posted to, now that I've gone and through and read the full story, She posted that y'all, if only I'd known that I'd be buying shit like this for a lewd save the USPS photo shoot. The world is so weird right now. And basically she's posted like the high-vis vest of a US postal worker.
Oh, okay. For a lewd shoot she's doing.
Yeah. Pointing out to save the United States Postal Service, because the Dorito-in-Chief is underfunding it so that they don't get
Postal votes.
postal votes.
Yeah.
To which somebody then responded, "We've reached the point where cosplay girls have had to take matters into their own hands. I gotta be honest, that was not on my 2020 bingo card."
Yeah.
To which she then responded, "Boobies are gonna save the goddamn world."
Boobies
will.
can save the goddamn world, and they will.
One moron at a time.
Geronimo! I got some exotic silks.
Okay. Should we just anchor here? Or just let it drift to a stop here?
No, we can anchor.
Okay.
Just wanted to get it a little bit closer, because when you got a shark on your ass, don't want to be too far away. We got a gunpowder barrel on the second floor and a little air pocket, so we...
Oh yeah. Little bit of air. No, air,
Yeah.
come back to me. There we go.
Oh, we got a
Marauder's chest here.
a sapphire and another keg. There's also a cannonball box.
Are we bringing the kegs up or not worrying?
If we're going straight tomorrow, we can then get rid of them straight away.
Yeah, okay. I found a bounty skull. A disgraced bounty skull.
Get out, you're a fucking disgrace.
Are we safe to harpoon kegs?
I think it's like there's a percentage chance that they'll explode.
Okay. Because I know that was with the
So-
mega ones, but I was not sure whether they'd updated it for the normal.
But yeah,
I
I'm
got the
pretty sure
skull.
for every keg, there's a percentage chance that as soon as it gets back to the ship, it will explode.
Let's put that one there and not for harpooning then. Are we worrying about searching for fish? Or not really?
Can do.
In which case, John, can you harpoon me?
No.
I'll swim. It's fine.
Unfortunately, I was sword lunging.
Is there a way to cancel a sword lunge?
I don't know. Science?
I mean, largely so far, the way that I've cancelled sword lunges is by being inept and sucking at them.
Well, look, at least the only thing I can think of would be, I don't know, anything else?
Can you change to pistol?
Nope. You can't put your sword away, you can't switch weapons. I think once you're locked into a sword lunge, you're in a sword lunge.
Once you're lunging, you're lunging. Thank God that's not how exercises work. That would be a terrible existence.
Oh god, I'm so burpy.
Oh, I love the burpee.
Oh, I got a good burp. I'm a very subtle burper.
Is subtlety your middle name?
Yes.
Makes sense.
The doctors and nurses were very confused.
Did they not get it?
But your parents just knew.
They just knew that subtlety would be my middle name. And so, from the day he was born.
I think you're
Okay,
gonna go
I've
more,
checked all of the first deck and the captains. It's just the bottom deck that we're checking for fish now.
So you're going to go slightly more Lion King with that one, Sean.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's been literally decades since I've seen Lion King in any way, shape, or form. Meanwhile, Rocky Horror Picture Show I have seen within the last 5 years.
I thought you were going to say
within-
within the last 5 days.
Not within the 5 days. I could. It's literally the DVD in question is literally like just tucked under my bed.
Is that for emergency viewing?
For emergency, it is for emergency. Although admittedly, I should really think about getting a Blu-ray or something because then you get all the snazzy extras.
Hmm.
Which even the DVD had tons of snazzy extras. Rocky Horror
I
was
think
amazing.
that's it all empty now.
I am drowning.
Don't
Time to
drown,
burn the ship.
John. Oh hey, I also appear to be drowning. Sprint swim! No, don't drown. Eat a coconut. Yeah. That's it. It's all empty. We've stolen everything that's not nailed down, apart from a couple of cannonballs and, you know.
I put some coconuts in there. But that's because I got some sharks, some snakes, some chicken, and some pork.
Moon spring roll.
Good shout. So it's that one to our sort of back and right, isn't it, that we're needing?
Uh,
I
that one
believe.
over there.
Yeah. Back and right. Should be able to turn on the spot here without clipping that, should we? Yeah. Right. We'll give it a nudge, but it should be fine. Shouldn't damage us. Hopefully.
Could be. Oh,
Oh, perfection. Look at that. Apparently I know what I'm talking about. Sails! You're welcome to steer if you wanted, John.
Where we go?
Straight ahead.
This island.
We want the opposite sides. We want to go down round the left, and
Point.
it will come into view.
Okay.
But we do need to get front sail up once we're on that corner because it comes up pretty quick. Musical bunch us.
Because we're amazing, that's why.
Hmm. Sail's right up for you, John.
Okay, just drifting in slowly.
Yeah. Do you want just a little bit more sail?
Maybe a skosh.
Just a smidge.
Smidge.
You've got a lot of space down the side of the ship, so you can turn in more. Yep, to about there. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
Let's
good.
get an anchor on it.
Anchor. Okay.
I'm back. I return.
Marauder's chest.
Is it worth selling the stuff that we particularly need first?
I
mean, it's all got to be sold, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll just grab anything, whatever's here.
I'm just getting this ruby sold first, because, you know.
Just ruby.
Ruby.
All right, Scoob. Jeez.
Ruby, woo. Have you seen the new Scooby-Doo film? Yay, level 36.
When you say the new Scooby-Doo film, which one are you meaning?
Scoob.
No, I don't think I have. Game.
I haven't seen it yet either.
No, me neither.
Does it look like it's any good, or is it a bit of a
Animation-wise, it looks pretty damn good, but
I'm not sure. Yeah, in terms of the actual like visuals, it's pretty astounding looking.
Yeah.
How the story actually holds out.
Remains to be seen.
it's like, even though it's CG, it looks like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've done something very impressive with it.
It's like certain animation studios that really do certain styles well.
Yeah.
And evidently they've got one that does a pretty damn good style that resembles like old school Hanna-Barbera. Because like with regards to that, it's like there's Illumination that started doing all the Dr. Seuss films, like they did like the Lorax and Grinch, and they look right. It's as if that's exactly how the books looked.
The illustration style, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that a little bit like the stuff they did for Tintin? And keeping some of the proportions right for him?
Yeah.
So that film took me a while to wrap my head around. It just didn't...
I've never actually watched it. It was on Netflix for a while. I don't know if it still is. Why do we get stuff for Athena's Fortune?
Oh, for God's sake, game. Just does not want to let me up that ladder. I did it perfectly fine the first time. And since
Yay, level
then...
37.
Yeah. Yoink.
Sail!
Okay, ammo, storage,
Precious gemstones.
I am...
exotic silks.
I'd quite like this amount of precious gemstones.
Yeah, that looks to be a decent amount of them.
What, an entire crate full?
Yeah.
I feel that would be like too many to like adequately like appreciate and sell. I feel like that would be a very heavy box.
Oh yeah, it would be weighty, that's for sure. Why am I
Yeah.
such a goof, honestly?
Oh, and those. Are there any more up
Yep.
there? Or
2 more.
yep. Do not want to fucking leave this bloody place. Having forgot the bloomin' gunpowder.
We do that a lot, don't we?
Yeah. I
Wait.
really think they should revalue these bloody gunpowder barrels.
Yeah, they don't seem worth anything.
Because by all means, you get like a stronghold gunpowder barrel. Yeah, they're worth it. But, you know, these things are still dangerous. These things are still going to fuck your ship if you have them explode on them. Like, hazard pay, damn it, hazard pay.
Yeah. I mean, I get that they're fairly common, but...
Yeah, but still.
I filled up the fruit crate with only bananas.
You'll probably be worth £4.50.
No, 982. Not bad for a big old bunch of bananas.
So we've
The
got a
most
cannonball
common.
crate with no cannonballs.
I think we do that one last
So,
because
yeah, save that.
then we'll sell an entire crate full and then we'll get attacked by
We've
a steady
got
ship and a meg.
99 and 57 in the thing, and then we've got storage crates with another 10, 30. So we could do, if we take the 30 out and then only take a 20 off of the supplies we have in the box. So we'd still have over 100 in there.
But would that still be enough, considering when we were playing with Turtle the other day, we pretty much blew through like over 100
Yeah,
cannonballs.
actually, that's right. We could put them in there for now.
Well, I've
You
put
can
the
put-
ones out of the storage.
Yeah, we could put as many in there as we can, and then just remember we've got them in there in case we need them.
Yeah. Though having 29 in there bothers me. It's now 30. Okay, so where are we going? What's the next?
I don't know. Where are we going?
Southward.
South. So are we going to Magma's Tide first, or do we go straight south to Ashen Reaches, work our way back up? Because then we're getting...
Straight south and then work your way back up sounds the most sensible.
Okay.
Because then
Because then we're closer to.
we're closing in on Morrows.
Okay, straight south it is.
Straight
South.
Raise an anchor.
Raisins anchor.
Raisin's anchor.
Who's Raisin? And why we got his anchor?
He's a dried grape.
That sounds very strange. Why would a dried grape have an anchor?
Nobody really knows. Oh, we're also going past a sea post, aren't we? In front of us, straight ahead.
There's a steamboat there, yeah.
So fill your pockets with all the fish. And the
All
pork.
the fish properly cooked. Do we seriously not have that much fish?
There's some in the
Oh, no,
top
there is.
and there's some in the bottom. Someone wasn't using the correct ones.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, piss.
I'm gonna put all this back in case I end up eating it by accident.
Not a bad shout. On the right.
Michael. Michael says on D&D chatter that he has just ordered 11 Hero Forge models.
Jeez.
God damn it! Come back here, you damn whippersnapper!
That was so irritatingly close.
I'm wondering if those are 11 Hero Forge figures for him to print himself.
Or is he ordering ones to paint?
Oh god, I've been kicked off.
I'm on repairs. John, you're...
I'm just gonna wait.
Oh, hello.
I'm just gonna loiter here until the merm returns.
Oh, I'm off.
Thank goodness we sold everything. There we go.
I'm going to swim to Sean.
Well, I'm not going to be here much longer because my merm has turned up.
Well, if you've got a merm, hopefully I'll get a merm.
Oh, gold. Wood.
I'm trying to
And,
stick behind this ship so that we don't get shot by it, but it ain't working.
Where's the other one? Right, I have think patched everything. I need food desperately.
Yeah, I need to go grab some food.
I need cannonballs, like desperate. And I'm gonna take some fireballs. Fuck this motherfucker!
Ow, you son of a...
Set them on fire! I'm on patching. Keep an eye out because I have no idea where we're sailing. Turning your back round towards them.
Yeah, completely missed that. Will you stop knocking me off this damn cannon?
Whoa. Oh, just got poisoned in the face.
Right
Yep.
in the face.
Ammo, I need food desperately. No. More cannonballs,
I'm on buckets.
fireballs. Damn it!
We're all patched up down here. We were
say
all
that, John.
patched up down there.
Got a lot of fire going on over there.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd think that would slow him down a little.
They're gonna hit us!
There's no saving us from that.
Nope, absolutely no saving us from that.
But surprising did very little damage.
So that's what we like to hear.
They're turning back around.
Thanks. That's very refreshing.
I tried. Oh, hello. Don't want to go over there. Over there is bad. Real bad.
Got him!
Gonna turn hard so he's coming up on right. May actually hit him. One of you might want to jump over. No, we'll just miss. Yeah. I refuse to go over near that volcano while it's having a hissy fit.
That seems sensible. Skellies do not seem to have the same inclination.
Yeah.
Does one of you want to fire out in front of it and try and get on board, or are you not worried? Or do you want me to?
I see no issue with the fact we've done a lot of damage to this thing.
Yeah, it's just trying to keep it off cannons, really.
I mean, they've still not pulled all the cannons back down again from when I peace-balled them.
Fair. Still got good range.
Cannonball! Oh, really? You're gonna peaceball us now? Fuck you! That's all you stand for.
I literally hit
I'm on
them
their-
with a peace-ball.
I'm on their ship.
I think it somehow hit us with the peace-ball I hit them with.
I'm just trying to stop them repairing. I don't think I've got any fireballs with me, no.
I'm gonna...
Ow. I'm gonna die in a sec, so you know. There we go.
Yep.
They need like another lower deck
We
hole.
need to turn... We have to turn that up. We can't have this held all the way down.
Oh, there's a dude called Gunslinger here. No. Yeah, a dude. I think a dude. Might have had boobs. Unsure. Had a
There's
beard.
gunslinger there.
Yeah. Let
Get
me
him, Joe.
through the door.
Yes. I think.
No,
Not
that
sure. That hit.
You hit stairs.
You. God. Hey. I need food desperately, so I'm going to grab at least one pineapple. How the hit there.
Bye, Sean.
Bye. Don't think I'm gonna get ladder. Oh, I did.
Nice.
Down here and not filling up on cannonballs.
They're starting to get into the upper deck, so as long as you're hitting the upper deck, you're good. That'll keep them filling. I'm killing patches. Yeah, they're about to go down. So close. Yep, they've gone. Anchor. Or, you know, end up over here.
Get close up.
Yeah, aiming to.
Put it all the way up the bottom.
With 2 coconuts to spare. Nice. No, don't harpoon me. That was how I knew where the ship was.
They're already facing it anyway.
Stuff is on his way up.
Nope. They've kind of gone like facing straight toward it.
Straight towards...
Where the ship sank, that's why that's over there, where everything else is over there.
Anything else out there?
one
There's
last
one other
shiny.
bloody thing.
I don't know what that is. What are you? Skull.
Where is it? Really need to look at my view distance, apparently.
There you go. Harpoon me. Ta-da!
We got very little, fella.
Yeah, given that it was a galleon.
At least get a, we've got a captain's skull, I suppose.
Okay, so where to now? Now my brain is singing Scooby-Doo songs. Still south.
Kind of want to head south again, yeah. South with a bit of east. Oh, pardon me.
Okay, we're hard over.
Jesus Christ, we went around. We ran around a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bit of a wibbly line.
John, are you sailing or am I?
You can do it.
Okie dokes, and sail.
Sails.
Ooh, have we got the wind with us? We said south with a little bit of east, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a smidge and we'll see when we get closer.
A little bit more east.
Like... say when?
Start straighten up about now.
Out there?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Okay. Where's the straw in this thing? In a really awkward middle-ish place, not the deepest point of the bowl.
Ah, of course.
Well, there's only one solution for that. Are we going into fog?
Looks pretty foggy. Not sure if it's actual fog or just morning murk.
Love a good bit of morning murk. Makes pictures look better, you know?
Yeah.
It looks all,
Is that a sea post to our right? Not right, left.
yeah, I think so.
We wanted to stop off there quickly to sell this fish and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it is. Is that Roaring Stores or something? Or is that?
Somewhat like that.
Yeah. Summon River.
I hope this doesn't mess up when I stream, but I've just upped the graphics a little.
Yeah, something to test.
We'll find out. My new PC got an updated build date.
Yeah.
Ooh, Friday.
Ooh, nice.
Which means if it is built on Friday, I probably get it next Monday.
Cool. Roaring Traders.
Cool, Ben.
Sails up.
That's better.
And let's go for an anchor, please, guys.
Anchor!
Nicely done.
It'll do. Okay. Sweet. Got anything of use there, Sean?
Some more planks. I think I've picked up all the cannonballs that I can get my hands on. I've already picked up, I think.
I sword lunged off the boat. Got wedged into some of the uprights in the dock, black screened, and ended up back at the wheel.
I just got more. You get like experience for getting commendations for the Athena's Fortune.
As a pirate legend, I think there are things to do that, yeah.
Enjoy 1 hour's free more.
Well, I just
If you
got
read
commendation,
it-
and I got a tiny bit of XP for
See you later.
Athena's.
Yeah, I think.
But it's like it was like a
Reputation.
Legend of the Deep or something. Like
Yeah, so there's a Athena's Fortune, which I think is only accessible as pirate legend. So you can sell 250 bounty skulls as a pirate legend, gunpowders, deliver 50 cargo crates on time.
oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so there's a whole...
I got grade 1 Legend of the Deep.
Yeah,
So I delivered 5 fish apparently.
yup.
That explains it.
But so you wouldn't have been getting them before.
Because I've only just done
Yeah.
because Pirate Legend.
Pirate legend.
Pirate Legend. Well, We're back up to 67 cannonballs now.
So we need more south again, yeah?
Uh,
How have I not done a skeleton
Kind of-
fort?
How have you not
South.
done a skeleton?
Fort.
Um,
None of us have really done them.
no. They were a kind of thing that were really, really fought over when they were initially out. And now you don't see as much of them, generally speaking, because other things are
Uh,
up instead.
South by southeast, our thing, our destination.
Okay. South by southeast.
Yeah, I think we did one when the beta was out, but
Okay.
obviously that didn't count.
Yeah. That's fair.
Apparently, I also need to buy more Voyagers. Because I don't actually have the commendations for buying Voyagers from anyone yet.
Yeah, generally we leave it to other people to whoever's got the highest.
Yeah. I mean, it makes the most sense because you get the best
Yeah.
You get more loot and a better loot.
voyage.
How far is this southeast malarkey going?
Fair ways is like one of the most southern islands in the Raw.
Okie dokes.
Although saying that, it's probably just that big one right in front of us.
Yeah.
At least that looks pretty.
We've just gone
big.
past Roaring Sands.
So many
where
of
do
the
we-
commendations for the Merchants Alliance are locked on mine.
For the Merchants Alliance.
Hmm.
Is that because you've not got high enough rep with them yet? Or something?
So
Maybe?
it's things like complete the 5 merchant voyages, sail for 10 nautical miles. I've done 9.
Okay.
I think once again it's like we've all kind of avoided the merchants because they were all pretty naff.
Yeah.
It's not until we've actually needed it that we've actually opted to go for it.
We probably want this edge closest to us to land, don't we? Maybe. A bit of beach there, so let's get sails up.
Sails up.
Yeah.
Fronts up. Oh,
Oh,
we missed 2 shinies.
did we? Oh yeah. Well, stick the rowboat in.
I would, except the rowboat appears to be glitched.
Ah.
I can interact with the lantern.
Is it glitched for you as well, John?
Yeah, it's just jittering up and down.
I'm trying to see where the stuff is so I can try and sort. There it is. I'll probably die via shark, but damn it. Out the way. Just watch it be absolute crap. Oh, there's one skull. Helpful that. Screw it.
Just gonna move those 2 away from our boat. There we go. We did sell the gunpowder barrels in dock, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go start exploring the island.
Okay, and I got
Cool.
some fish. And I'm getting a merm.
Was the other sparkly thing not a good sparkly thing?
Quest.
Other sparkly thing was just a bottle.
Ugh, don't want one of those. I don't
No,
remember
there is
the
no-
last time I purposely picked one of those things up.
Nah, I've never. As soon as I saw what they were for the first time, I was like, oh, no. Because 9 times out of 10, when you find them, you're in the middle of a voyage anyway.
Yeah. I've occasionally picked one up, like, by accident because it's floating around in the sea and I'm trying to pick up something next to it. But generally
There's
speaking,
something?
not.
There'd be something sparkly.
Something sparkly.
Something sparkly that I see.
Oh, I discovered the Ashen Ridge.
As soon as I get this skull aboard,
Well,
We
there's
shall
a
go
couple
and have
of
a look.
gunpowder there.
Yeah, there's 2 gunpowders there. I can hear skellies. Which makes me think maybe they're in a cave or up that hill.
quite possibly. There's a sparkly do.
What's a sparkly do?
On this particular occasion, it's one of the openable treasure chests.
Does it come with any additional sparkly doos?
Well, I'll see as soon as I get it open. It's at the bottom of the ocean, you see.
Oh.
I
That's
saw it when I was
inconvenient.
swimming back.
Well, those skelly bobs, I think, were Colin wannabes. I don't think that was who we were after.
1 second, let me just double check who are we actually after here.
Ah, empty. Never mind.
Dang it. Still worth 1,000?
So there's one guy here. He
I
appears
shall-
to be a gold dude.
Yeah, found the gold. Found a couple of gold skellies.
And that's them.
To me.
Gold skellies do not spawn unless they are like usually like the first wave or whatever. I've left the treasure check on the dock next to our ship so that we can just shove any skulls in there.
Bring fire bombs.
I've got blunder bombs
Yeah, that'll do.
because we've got very little fire bombs left.
I'm trying to get them to follow me to where all these guys are spouting from, because I figured that would be quite funny.
Found another
Jimmy.
gunpowder barrel. Did you know we haven't got enough of them yet?
I'm not sure where you are.
Up, higher.
Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see?
There's a crumpet.
Line tendency.
Where are you, John?
I don't know. I'm.
Yeah, this way.
Oh, there you are.
I left Sean alone with the Goldie boys.
But no more Goldie boys.
Yeah, there are 5 here
I
now.
don't see any.
Turn around.
Oh, there. What are you doing over there for?
Do you know, it's a bit rude really, isn't it?
Well, I'm out of all kinds of bombs, so I'm just going to blast them in the back.
I'll keep his attention.
The tree just creaked at me.
Ow.
It was mighty rude.
Is that a new thing that they shake your screen if you hit them with a sword?
Stay back, stay back, stay back. I want them to all get closer together.
I don't think you're going to get them close together.
I died.
The shadow ones move.
Can I have a res?
No!
Save me. Thanks.
Well, why no? Shadowy boys walk and move faster than all the rest of them, which is annoying, especially
Yeah.
when you're trying to get them all in a big group to blow them up. Where are you? More shadowy boys. I'm not going to get close just in case. That is another keggy boy. Run away!
Sorry, John.
Could somebody stuff me back in again, please?
John, get back in your corpse.
Goldie
great, got him.
boys.
I've got no blunder bombs. I've got no fire bombs.
I mean, you could take a keg.
I mean, if you guys could come over this way.
Hey, can I interest you in some geysers? Have you got a moment to speak about our Lord and Savior geysers?
Bye, Sean.
Have you got a moment? There we go.
That's 2 down.
Did I get them?
2 of them. Good. I was going to say yes,
Goodbye.
1.
Shall I bring a keg up there?
Yep. We're on the dude, and it would be helpful to take a keg because they're all gold dudes again.
He died.
Although he's just killed himself. There's no point.
Okay, I'll take the keg back then. And there was only the one here, right?
Yeah, I think so. We seem to have lost a thing, so.
Cool.
As soon as the geysers that they all stood in stop firing, I'll go get his skull, but they're being really insistent.
Go!
Hmm.
Run, John, run!
I got it. Run away.
There's more friends! Run away some more!
Continuing to run away.
Just keep running, John.
Weaving. I am literally gonna die if I get flung or hit.
Serpentine.
God, run some more!
Eh.
God!
Ow.
Yep, we've got a lot of holes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Ow.
I'm not. We've got no hardly anything.
The ship hit me in the head.
What? How?
I was under it when you rocked the boat with that keg.
Amazing. Where are we going now? Before another keggy boy turns up.
Oh, good question. Let me go look at the map. We want to head northeast to the
Northeast.
Devils first.
Okay.
Need to replenish my app.
Surprisingly, being hit in the head and pinned to the bottom of the sea by the ship did no damage.
Huh. Well, that's good to know. So is it this big volcano island ahead?
Yeah, looks to be.
Got a big ass volcano in the middle of it.
Yeah, I think I see trees on it. So that's an island, all right.
It's an island, alright.
stars in their multitude.
So this one we've got 4 that we're looking for.
Any side that we want? Not this side by the look of it.
Wombling spray. Yeah, the around the right hand side, there's some beach.
Okay, can we get front sail up?
Front sail up. So it looks like we've got 2 normal dudes and 2 planty dudes. Captain Watch Your Back Son and Gunning Gulliver and Plundering Parks and McGrath O Great Reef.
I have to admit, Watch Your Back Son is probably the best name I've heard.
Kind of feel like about here is probably good. So let's get some anchor on
Yeah,
it.
new rowboat.
Anchor.
Anchor.
Grab this treasure chest. I shall grab this treasure chest and I shall dump it upon that rowboat.
Upon the shore.
Oh, I found a leafy boy.
Sorry, there's something shiny over there.
There be leafy boys here.
That
Already?
is an Ashen Marauders. So I shall put it on the boat.
On the butt.
Over here. Yep, Captain Watch Your Back Son and Gunning Gulliver are here.
Well, time for them to die!
I take the kangaroo attack method of just keep bouncing. Moving this while I think about it. Because then there's one each for the rest of us.
Ow!
John, you appear to be hurt.
Okay, apparently there's probably going to be a skull floating by that rowboat because apparently it decided that I was just too close to that rowboat.
Okay, oh, they're back down here, John.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hello, got geysered.
Nice landing, though. Ow. Running, 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 running.
Oh, hello. Come on, you skelly dinguses. There we go.
Ow. Could somebody pop me back in, please? I'm by the rowboat.
Will you stop? Will you stop? Will you just back in there?
Go, go, go!
Or more friends turn up.
I mean, the friends themselves I'm not worried about. It's the keg they might decide to bring with them. Let's go. Row.
Row, row, row your boat, Sean.
I don't know how to row. Someone else do it.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it on mouse and keyboard.
A and
And I
D.
feel- A and D?
Mhm.
I pressed A and D and didn't do nothing.
And then Q and E give you the stick one oar in the water. You've got to like sort of hold them, so you you're pulling as you're pressing them. I like how we've just got this like circle
The
going
arc.
round. Yeah. Okay, That is everything. What did this boat come with it? Ah, some food and stuff. Okay, direction.
I believe
believe.
about northeast.
Yeah.
Okay, we are turned for northeast. Let's get that anchor.
More east.
East northeast.
East northeast.
Okay. Sweet. East northeast. Should be ahead of us then, yeah?
Yep. We want pretty much the side we're coming in from,
Okay.
if not like the northeastern side of it, because that's all beach.
So either southwest side or northeast. Alright.
No, kind of
All
the
northeast.
west or north,
Okay.
west or northern west north / east side. But a lot of beach on the like northern part. And now the mouse has gone all wiggly. There.
Can we get front sail up, please?
Front sail up.
Not if I grab that button.
Cannon again or the other bit of sail?
The tourney, the sail bit.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, those cannons are getting bloody everywhere.
They're
If that's the
magnetic.
case, yeah. And back sail up, please.
Like that.
Is it
So
having a
this-
wobbly?
There's something having a wobbly.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's big enough to erupt or not. It's kind of like that midpoint.
Yeah.
But it's not smoking.
I mean, sword lunge off, and I'll stay on the ship and stick the sails down if needs be. So we'll just leave the anchor. I'll keep control of the ship.
No, boy.
Is that,
My God, John's dead.
is that settled?
It's
It's not shaky anymore.
currently no shakiness.
Oh, hello.
How many have we got here, by the way?
3. I found 5 plant boys here, so...
Probably there then.
Yeah. It's a relatively dinky island, so. Oi! Come
Oh,
pick
we
us out
do.
your outside, you son of a bitch guy, you fucking yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it comes with its own boat. Look at that.
Where are they coming from? Over there?
I've not put the
More
anchor
planty
down,
boys.
but the sails
Oh
are
God,
up.
run away!
Ooh, never been here before. What are you running away from, Sean?
Cake boy.
Oh, that was a bad time to find
yeah.
I had no ammo.
It's alright,
Oh.
I bought ammo.
Food.
I found a storage
got ammo.
crate.
I
Has
got-
this got food in it? Yeah.
I've got ammo.
ton
I've
of
got a
food.
blunderbuss.
John, I'm on my way over with a box.
Where are you?
I'm Captain Bradford.
There you go.
Thank you.
On-site food delivery.
5 stars on Uber Eats.
Okay, number 1.
There was one more shadowy boy that ran away. Ew. There he is.
There he was.
Seems like he was quite right to run away.
Oh, we've got Captain, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, keg.
Keg. I'll pull him away. I still have no ammo though. Anybody wants to?
Yeah, I'm on it.
I can't.
You-
I got a blunderbuss.
Keep running, John.
Ow. I'll just lay in this water
Oh,
here.
I just died.
Okay, I'm coming to help.
I don't know if I'll get to you in time.
Yeah, no, John's got me. It's fine.
Thank goodness that you blasted me
There's,
into
there's
the
another,
water.
there's another friend. There's another friend. Never mind.
Really not the kind of friends that we're after, are they?
They're bad friends.
At all of them?
Yeah, there was 3 here, John said.
Yep,
I feel
no more
like
quests.
harpooning them is probably the solid option on this.
Have we got one each? Just swim them.
Yeah, but there's also a storage box. Turn around, John.
Ah,
Otherwise, it'll just nick the skull out of your hand.
Not planned, but
That's a rather fountainy beach going on there. Let's do a display for us to depart to.
it is.
that's nice.
Just
of
need
it.
some good music to go with it, you know? Okay, where to next?
Back tomorrow's.
Back tomorrow's.
Okay,
So,
what direction is that?
Northwest. Pretty much the direction we're facing right now.
Sweet.
Possibly a little bit more north actually.
Can we get front sails, please? All of front sails, because that island's just throwing a hissy fit.
You know that bit in Batman films, TV programs, anything, where there's the thugs that Batman's about to fight,
Yeah.
like getting ready, and then suddenly one of them will disappear into the darkness because Batman's
Oh,
grapple
incoming,
hooked them.
incoming. How did none of those hit us?
Jeebus.
Holy.
That's exactly what that bit with
Ooh.
that bit where Sean just harpooned you was like.
Okay.
Like you said, turn around. I literally turned around, heard the sound of a grappling hook, and then you were gone.
Yeah.
That one there, maybe? Nah, no. A little bit too high, that one.
Hopefully we're good. We're still a little bit in the sort of dust sprinkly ash stuff.
Oh, that one looks like it's coming right
Is
for
that
us.
a sloop
Just missed.
over to the left, John? Or is that a sloop? I think it's a sloop.
Over to the left.
That looks like a sloop.
Okay. That's alright
Yup.
then. Oh, look at Flameheart in the clouds over there. Just ominous. It's just his eyes.
Like, hey, do you need to come over here for anything?
You just
We have
imagine if he had a
nothing
hand,
to
he'd be
do with
doing
that.
that I'm watching you kind of like.
Hey, do you want to do like a voyage at the island I'm over? Do you want to do that?
Is it the one ahead?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had nothing to do with you.
We totally did. We literally unleashed him on the world, John.
Wasn't our fault.
Like, we completely did it. So that,
We was doing our bestest, but it wasn't bestest enough.
yeah, doing our best just to completely unleash him on the world.
I feel like I'm driving an old car in a film. What side of this island do we want, Pips?
Left,
Left.
go round the left corner and the docks there.
Okie dokes.
Actually, then again, no. Pretty much we go straight.
Flotsam on
We're
right.
wearing mystical.
Any good
yeah.
good shinies? Yeah, let's get the anchor down.
Anchor!
Anchor! Go, go, go!
I would if I could. There.
It's got like
All
3
of our
kegs in
kegs
it.
there.
Oh boy.
Meg? Is that Meg?
Sounds like Meg.
Ooh, hello.
Meg. I got my spices.
Meg? Meg? Oh, behind the boat. Coming round onto the right hand
We
side
need
now.
that gunpowder barrel up there now.
Yeah. John overboard.
Oh, rank it anyway, so he can get up.
Okay, that's 2.
He's round behind the boat, coming up on left.
Do you want me to go for the 3rd?
I would worry about Meg first. Now coming round to right. Oh, Meg, where are you?
There.
Come on, Wave, don't be an ass.
Really?
How that went through him? What the hell? What side are we looking at? Where is he?
I need food. And we need a bucket. You can chuck it over the side. Other side.
Okay, he decided against it.
Yeah, if you hit him enough times, he thinks better of his decisions. Okay, he's on left, coming to the forward. Now he's coming
you
round
better
on right.
fucking think twice, you prick.
I said, you tell him, Sean.
Well, the thing is,
Can't wave.
like,
Be,
like I
be
said,
kind.
when I was on that, they were doing a meg hunt on that alliance server I was on. They were only using pistols and sniper rifles to kill these things.
Yeah.
So I think those are probably the better ways, but probably cannons do far more damage. It's just they're massively inaccurate. Oh god. Down into the barrels.
Over there.
And ammo.
Coming round onto.
Oh, he's coming from the front.
So should we get sails and anchor up so we can spin? Probably not enough time to react, actually, is there?
Really, now that he's on the warpath.
3 cannon shots on him.
Where are you? There. Okay, I didn't click just then. Oh, I know why.
Why?
Bloody touchpad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm dead.
And you're yeah. Blanks.
Okay, try again. Where is he?
Oh yeah. Front. He was attacking from the damn front.
I think it's because we've spun off of our original, like, axis.
I want to try and get the anchor up.
Okay, we need
Right.
sails up then.
But it was.
And I'm dead.
No, you're not.
Put that thing back where it came from, must have helped me. That's the new Revive song.
Up, 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 up. Up, up, up.
We are dry.
Nearly there, nearly there. There we go. I need to run and grab food and try and stuff it in my face before.
The boat! Come back! That's the problem of not being anchored.
It sends the boat flying.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Please, 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 please. There we go. I can't hit him.
Well, he gave me the boat back.
Right. Not right, left. Damn it! It's like
Come on, wave. Don't do this to me.
dead.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Double what the fuck? Not only did I get shot out the back of the ship.
So the Megs have like a hitbox that you can't
I can't get on the boat.
interact with. I'm trying to swim the other side. Yeah, no, we can't get on the boat for a minute. There are sharks in the water.
Yeah, there are.
Off sharks.
I would suggest hanging on this ladder if you can.
I'm probably gonna die.
If you can get to me and hang on ladder.
Nope. Nope, there we go.
Okay, he's up. Just gonna go check boat health. Yeah, we're all
I
good.
think that's it.
I feel like that should be clipped, John. Stronghold skull.
Oh my.
Do you guys see anything else out there, or is that it?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, let's see if I can clip that.
Because that, like, chomped me on the final gunshot.
Yeah.
Okay, so what direction are we going in now?
I'm turning us toward the right direction.
Okay. Do you want the front sail?
Yeah.
Oh no, I can only go that far back. Okay.
That's a pain in the butt.
I can highlight it later.
Cool. Because I really want to watch that back again, because that was pretty mental. Literally was swimming straight at my cannon. I managed to get the last shot in its mouth. Because, you know, that makes all the sense. Right, are these all full? Yeah. Cups, all of the cups. I feel like they've upped the number of storage crates around in the game. Is it just me, or like
Well,
there are a whole ton
for
more?
every skelly ship you destroy now, you get one. And then, admittedly, we have gotten an awful lot of them from islands and stuff.
Because we've got 5. I'm sure normally you only end up with like 2 in previous sessions. Until sort of recently.
Yeah, this seems a lot.
Hmm. I was
Well,
talking.
there was that one time when we got like enough to spell out 5 on the dock.
Yeah.
And some of yeah, absolute fucking tons.
I was talking with Spammels the other day, and he was saying that he kind of thinks that as a pirate legend you should get some like quality of life stuff, like an empty storage crate or an
Empty treasure chest.
Yeah, just some little, you know, little bits and pieces just to help you get on the seas quicker, because that sort of stuff might give you a little bit of an advantage, I guess, if you've got another place to store food on your ship, but you know, no different than the same amount of advantage anyone else getting on your ship would have from it being there.
The
Yeah.
thing is like, once you get to that point, it's like anything you want as a pirate legend is going to be really expensive. So giving you like a chest, like a treasure chest, like one of the empty openable chest things,
Anchor?
that's worth like 500,
A little bit
is going to be
further.
nothing. Yeah, go anchor. Yeah.
Yeah, anchor. Just means we've not got quite so far to run down the dock.
I filled up the cannonballs crate.
Oh, cool. So the island tissy fit begins. Game! Come on!
You're in the water, aren't you, Sean?
Yeah. There I was, just hopping up on the dock. Got stuck on the side of the ship, slid along the side of the ship, and then fell in. Okay, I made the jump this time. So we're good.
Do I need to bring the treasure chest back for anything else, or have you got it?
I would, because we've got a few more.
Yeah. Did we have any kegs at the top?
Yes.
I think yes, we've got like 2.
Two. There was a third in the water, but we got megged out of the way.
But it got boomed. Probably by a meg. Ooh, good numbers. Liking the look of those. So
Yeah.
when you've got level 5, do you get... Is that 1.5
You get-
times the amount?
You get 100 and it's 109% extra.
Yeah. So it's the
Over
same...
double.
150. The same and a half.
Yeah.
Seems about right.
I think
Ooh.
right. Yeah.
Hunter of the Fort Skulls. That's amazing, because I've not...
Not done any forts.
Well, I've done one. I've kind of turned up to others, like, you know, right at the end. But I've only ever done one start to finish. So there's a carafe and a chalice, which I'm going to put at on the stairs there. Let me put it in there. No. There you go.
That everything?
From what I can see, yeah.
And the kegs, have we done those already, or do we need to?
I've not touched the kegs.
Nope,
So
they need to be done.
probably.
Is it kegs have to go to merchants? Note
Yeah,
to
I think
self.
so.
Don't let Turtle get kegs from the
Oh,
top
cool.
deck. And then
Well,
we need
I'm on
to...
the roof of the order.
Oh yeah. It's quite impressive. So if that's everything, we need to lower the flag.
Y'all. Cool, $5,000.
Yeah. So
However
we're
much
all
XP.
good now, yeah?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think my game's on a bit of a delay on what it's telling me.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to tell me how much XP we got there.
Gilded Chalice, nearly there. It's not too far behind.
Ornate Carafe.
There's me carafe. Come on.
Well, that was barely noticeable.
Eh.
2 barrels of gunpowder.
Yep, there's me 2 barrels.
Come on, give me the order. That was barely noticeable. Merchants Alliance rep.
Merchant was like 3 pixels.
Emissary flag lowered.
Yeah. Come on.
Good chunk.
Sizable chunk of order. Come on. 39, 40. When I said sizable chunk, I didn't necessarily mean 2 levels, but I'll
Right.
take it.
I made it to 52.
Yeah, I just got to 52, and it's almost at 53.
Sweet. Right now there's a thing I can buy there, right?
There's a thing I can buy there.
I foresaw your arrival.
I can buy Mystic Chief.
Master of
Cool.
the Order.
And Mystic Captain.
Oh yeah. 20 gamer points. Let's get the funky tankard. Yeah. And a fancy lantern. Yeah.
Ooh. Order of Soul Emissary flag.
Do, future legend.
What? Who went? Why? Wait.
Fancy tankard. I had that lantern. Don't I have that lantern?
Do you have a variant of it, maybe?
You do, yeah.
Maybe.
But it gets better. I say it gets better. It gets cooler looking the higher level you get.
Oh, do you have to buy it looking cooler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
So
won't. You literally you won't unlock the next things
You-
until like when you get to level 50, you'll have to buy all of the tankard and all of the lanterns before you can
Okay.
get any of like the ship upgrades you can get.
My dear.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go spend some money with the order then.
I'm just going to shove the top of this pineapple into my face. Just fuck it.
I mean, it's got to go somewhere. I'm looking for.
Okay.
There is a cannon
Into the top of my face.
that is a particular favourite of Spammels, and I can see why. And it's because it's got like a little, and like a notch on top to help you with your aiming. But
Which one is that?
I can't remember.
I mean,
The Omen one has a kind of notch, but I think it's
the
more...
Bone Crusher has a decent little like the spinal column running along the top of it, kind of.
Yeah. There's one in particular that's like, you know how the flintlock, when you aim on it, it's got the little sort of nub. But I don't know which one it is. I'll have to find out it, because it could be that it's a bought one. So which would be why I've not got it. But apparently it makes life a lot easier and just helps you with the, you know, the lining up of things.
Nothing soothes a sore head.
I really should buy all the Ashen Dragon bits so that I have them all. But I don't really want to spend all that money.
Yeah.
I got a million. I got over a million. I got 1,257,413 gold.
I'm at 1116. So 1,000,000.11.
I'm not at a million yet, but
Soon, John, soon. How far off are you?
I am at 671,485.
Yeah, getting there.
And that's after a spending spree with the order and the merchants.
Yeah. Just make sure that you've got a whole load of cash by the time you get to Pirate Legend, because you're gonna need it.
Fair. I mean,
I think
it's a
I think
fair
once we
way
get
off.
Well, once we get John to Pirate Legend, then we'll start doing Athena's Fortune stuff. I think that pays pretty damn well.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I understand it does. Not seen it yet personally, but...
Well, from what I understand, it's like you get better versions of everything, and there's a reason that tons of people are constantly trying to steal Athena stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Like literally, if you looking for group on the Xbox thing, like loads of them will be, just trying to steal Athena from Thieves Landing, Thieves Haven, even,
Yeah.
and all that kind of shit.
Mm.
Like loads of them.
So, Sean, do you want to do the wrap up?
I feel like you do it better than I do, but I can flick you over to that. So let us.
I mean, how much of the wrap up, the normal spiel, do you know?
I'm gonna go with a solid, probably not a lot of it. But yes, that is coming towards the end of the stream, so I shall flick over to our credit screen so John can explain what is happening this upcoming week. There you go.
Okay, so first of all, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It's a great way for you guys to know when we go live, in a completely free way that you can support us on the channel. Coming up on the scheduled screams,
Ah!
on the scheduled screaming, tomorrow night, the Waterdeep Dragon Heist crew are back with an episode I've titled From the Horse's Mouth. They are hunting for one of the more unusual spies that the Harpers employ around Waterdeep, a talking horse called Maxine.
Okay.
The usual.
Stealthy.
On Monday, Sean and I will be on the Minecraft Monday server playing a whole new mod pack.
Yes, exciting times ahead.
A whole new mod pack.
And we might even be being joined by some new faces or some old faces that we've not seen for a little while. I think Sean might try and be there.
I might try and be there as soon as I know what mod pack I'm trying to get in and all that kind of shit.
Some old faces in new places?
Old faces in new places,
It
setting
works.
up a nice new couple of villages is the general idea. That rather than having a singular base, you sort of will build a colony.
Should be good.
So we're going to be playing the A Life in the Village mod pack, so stay tuned for that one on Monday, and then Minecraft Mondays will alternate back and forth between A Life in the Village and our current Revelations run.
Probably depend on who's around as well.
Yeah, that might play into it a bit as well. On Tuesday, we're doing the next Tall Tale, which is Captain Fire or
Captain
Fire
Flameheart?
Flameheart.
I believe it's in the Heart of Fire or something along those lines.
Heart of Fire.
Yeah.
So definitely not Flameheart related at all.
Nope. Not in the slightest.
On Wednesday, the Golden Tooth are back with the Lone Hermit, where they are going to be dealing with the freezing cold at the top of the mountain.
Oh yeah.
So they've made their way to the top. They're nearly at the monastery. It is time for them to try and find the hermit who lives at the top of the mountain, who might be able to sneak them inside if they get on his good side.
I was forgetting we were still in the cold, but yeah, it's going to be a chilly one.
And hopefully Pyrolus will manage to get another good night's sleep and wear off that level of exhaustion she still has.
Yeah, that would be nice. We'll see.
And then on Thursday, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines over on the Angel Games player channel. She is nearing the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And on Friday, the Princess of the Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
The Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
The Princes of the Apocalypse campaign continues as we continue to explore the Sacred Stone Monastery, and Bax is separated from the group at the moment by a slide, and downstairs in a room with an Umber Hulk behind a caged door in a scenario totally not stolen from any Star Wars films you may or may not have seen.
You saw nothing. You do not remember anything.
So that is what we has coming up for the next week or so. Head on over to the Final Boss Fight website, finalbossfight.co.uk, for a list of all of our upcoming streams, as well as all of our replays. And I'm just going to see, is anybody online at this time on a Saturday night that we might want to raid?
Also, before that, join the Discord. Come say hi to our faces. We're often in voice chats and
Directly.
stuff, so, you know.
Saying your hellos directly at our faces.
Come say hi.
So should we aim for a Ms. Luna K, Ms. Luna Magic, or a Jelly Buns?
I feel like we've not been to Jelly Buns recently.
Okay, Jelly Buns is singing.
Ooh, exciting times.
On
Go
the
spread
Twitch
the love,
things.
peeps.
So we'll send a raid in that general direction.
Yeah.
Say hello directly
Awesome.
at Jelly Buns' face.
Enjoy. Have a good stream. Bye, these peeps. I'm off.
Bye.
Bye.